The feelings are still the same, meaning I felt like we played a hard game, gave ourselves an opportunity to win the football game, but didn't find a way to finish in the end. When you look at talking about 60 minutes and within really 3 quarters, we played good football. And when you look at the fourth quarter, I believe we were 6-3 with like a little over 8 minutes, and couldn't find a way to finish. We ended up making the turnover, which cost us there. So we flushed it. It's behind us. Our mindset right now is on Denver, and that's where we are. With that, I'll take your questions.
You're starting at quarterback Sunday.
I don't know right now. I'm still in the process of evaluating, and I'll make that decision on Wednesday.
Is P.J. Walker healthy?
P.J. Walker is still working his way back. I have to wait and get the information from the training staff on Wednesday with his status.
He could be in play then.
He could be in play based off of what I get from the training staff.
I asked you yesterday what that evaluation process looked like. I know it's kind of hard to answer that question after a loss, but can you shed any more light on what you'll be looking at between now and Wednesday when you make your decision?
Really just a lot of things, but operation of the offense, protecting the football, who gives us the best opportunity to do those things, coming up with a great game plan as coaches, because we're all involved in this, not just, that position. Being very effective up front and getting back to what we do best, which is coming off the ball, creating a new line of scrimmage, and running the football. So all those things will go into play on who we put behind the center.
We saw Sam and Brandon get some snaps on defense, some young guys who hadn't gotten their shot before. Have you thought about doing that at all on offense with any of your players maybe on the practice squad this week?
No, to be honest, I haven't. When you look at the defensive side of the ball, those guys stepped up really in a situation where guys were hurt. So once again, I'm not at that point to where we just start trying to play guys and feel like we're trying to get ready for next year and give guys opportunities. I'm all about the present, and we're trying to win right now.
More specifically, though, wide receiver, it does kind of seem like that's been a pretty inconsistent group. Has there been thoughts of maybe messing around with the depth chart or maybe changing roles there?
When you say inconsistent, I think we can really pinpoint and go across the board at each position. You can say the same thing in the secondary. You can say the same thing at offensive line yesterday. So we're trying to find the right mix. Have we talked about certain guys as a staff, and most importantly with Scott and I? Yes, we have. So as you just mentioned, Sam had his opportunity. Brandon had his opportunity. Barno had his opportunity, and some of those guys stepped up. So we're always trying to evaluate the roster.
How would you evaluate C.J. Henderson's play yesterday after looking at tape?
Not good enough.
In what ways can he improve? I mean, I know the receiver was asked why he was playing off of him so much. He felt like it might have been a schematic thing. Is there any?
Well, there's a combination of things. There's times within the call, based off the lineman and split, that we don't press. All right, because with a running game that they had yesterday, we're not trying to, be able to get 2 for 1. And what I mean by that, you're getting cracked and don't have edges. All right. So, but when the receiver is out wide, we can always get there and challenge them within the call. All right. Sometimes as a staff, we got to put the call on it to help the guys out. So, CJ has too much talent, as he and I have spoke on several occasions, and he has the ability to get up there and challenge any receiver in this league. So we got to make sure we get that done.
After reviewing the tape, what went wrong in the run game yesterday offensively for you?
I don't know if it's like one thing that you can pinpoint. Number one, it was pretty good defense. Number two, I thought at times we did a good job coming off the ball. We just didn't get to the second level, meaning we didn't come off from the linebackers. And there was a lot of, indecision by the running backs. I think Deontay talked to you guys about his, his commitment just for just getting vertical and running the ball.
I have a 2-part question, Coach. DJ Moore had a season low 16% target share yesterday. It's actually his lowest since 2020. Was it something that the defense was showing you guys, or had you had a chance to review that?
Well, it's a couple of things. One, DJ he has to catch the ball when the ball is thrown to him. That's number one. That's going to help him out to increase his yardage and opportunities. Yes, two, that teams have been trying to double him, because he is that threat. And then offensively, as a staff, we got to find more creative ways to get him the ball. So there's a combination of all three. The respect that he's getting throughout the league with the double teams, when he does have the opportunity to catch the ball, he needs to pull it in. And then as a coaching staff, we got to find more creative ways to get him the ball.
Now, the second half of that, he seems to be a lot more productive with PJ just this year, just based off of Baker's 6 games, PJ's 5. What's the difference that you see with the quarterbacks when it comes to DJ's production, or is that more on the teams that you guys are playing during those stretches?
It could be a combination of who we're playing. It also is probably a combination of being able to run the ball. I think whenever you can run the ball effectively, it opens up things in the passing game. And yesterday, we just couldn't get it going.
Steve, is Sam Darnold, do you feel like he is, if you were ready to put him out there, is he ready to be out there given his practice time, given that he's not played all the season? Would you feel comfortable putting him out there this week?
I think last week I mentioned the mere fact that I was looking to try to get him in the game at certain opportunities. So, yes, I feel more than comfortable putting him out there.
Steve, in past weeks you've announced your quarterback on Mondays. Why not do that this week?
Again, I want to be able to dive into a little bit more evaluation on who we're playing, all right, and meaning looking at Denver's defense and giving us the opportunity to figure out who gives us the best opportunity to win that game.
And then back on CJ, will you stick with him as a starter, or might you look at some other people?
I think right now we all looking at options across the board. As I'm talking about the quarterback position, at every position right now, we're trying to figure out who's going to give us the best opportunity to win. I was very proud. Someone mentioned earlier about young guys stepping up. Sam Franklin and how he played defensively yesterday. Special team, phenom for us, but he made a lot of plays yesterday on the defensive side of the ball.
And is carry a possibility, or was he brought in more as a kind of special teams rotation?
No, he's definitely a possibility. We have history with one another in Cleveland. Good skill set, smart, very savvy, can play inside as well as outside. So, again, we're looking at our options. It's going to give us the best chance to win football games.
How's it been for you to have to deal with this quarterback situation week after week after week and not have that stability?
It's part of the NFL. It's what we have to do.
When somebody has a fourth quarter that, like Shai did, where he has some blunders, how do you handle that as a head coach? Do you allow the position coach to handle it, or are you somebody who likes to, go head on and say, hey, look, this is what happened, this is what we can't have, something like that?
Just as I'm looking at you in your eyes, that's exactly how I deal with my players. I don't try to coach them through the media, so I don't come in here and say certain things to you guys that I haven't said to them. So he understands that he has to protect the football. All right, it's unacceptable at that particular time or any time, but that time in the game to get that ball up when we still had an opportunity to win that football game. So he knows.
You mentioned some of the younger players getting more snaps and opportunities yesterday. From Barno and Brandon Smith specifically, what did you see from them?
I thought Barno did a great job of taking advantage of his opportunities. As I just told Brandon, he has too much talent and skill set, and that's the reason why he's out there. All right, he needs to let it go and, go make plays, which I know he's capable of doing.
Was the one interception also on Shai, Steve?
I wouldn't say so much it was on Shai. I believe that was Humphreys, if I recall. Did a great job, really, with the anticipation. As you know, it sort of was laying it down that we threw that ball, and I thought he did a good job of really making a play on it. You can always sit here and question, come back and attack the ball, but also trying to be in a position where you have the depth to get the first down. So, good play by him.
Steve, how much have you seen of the Broncos so far? And obviously, it's another team that's struggled with consistent quarterback play.
I don't really start on those guys until after I finish with you, to be honest, with the media. And we just finished a team meeting, and they're in there right now with the positions watching tape. So once I finish today, I jump on the Broncos.
What was the general mood in the team meeting this morning after reviewing the tape from Baltimore?
I thought it was pretty good. I did most of the talking.
You mentioned earlier in response to playing some younger guys on offense that this is about now. I mean, is that a message that permeates throughout the organization, and how do you sort of, at what point does it stop being about now? Does it?
As long as I'm, in this particular role, it's going to always be about now. I can't worry about what's going to happen later. So I'm just trying to, again, put us in the best position to win on Sunday, and evaluating every position, all the players, and now is what it is for me. I can't look beyond Sunday.
Steve, what did you think of Bravion's interception and just in general the game he played, especially with Matt out?
I thought those guys up front, when you look at Derek Brown as well, we talked about, coming into this week, the kind of force those guys got to have inside. And I thought they played an exceptional game yesterday. And, again, Bravion was at the right place at the right time. Great job with those guys getting their hands up. And it was a good play by him. And most importantly, great job securing the ball and not giving it back.
Where are you with injuries as you start the week?
Won't really get that until Wednesday. We had a few nicks after the game, but, not a true evaluation from the medical and training staff until Wednesday.
Littleton was a guy, I think, who left with an ankle.
Yeah, and I'm waiting to hear back from the training staff on that.
Steve, a player like Shaq, you had him, I guess, first year in the league. They've gone through all this since having to be the high of the high as a rookie. How's he handled that, not being able to have that kind of success since then?
Well, I think Shaq, along with several other guys, a little frustrated and based off where we are right now. He was here before when we had success, so he understands the formula and what you have to do. He needs to be one of those leaders to lead us in the right direction. One of the messages that I talked about this morning in the team meeting, our star players got to play like stars. All right, they need to step up. All right, so across the board on both sides of the ball, all right, they need to play. And then if you're a first or second round draft pick, you're that for a reason. If we brought you in as a free agent, you're a star player. Go play. Thank you.